Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 mod review. And today we are checking out what is quite possibly one of the best and coolest revolver mods for Fallout 4. This mod is absolutely amazing, and that is the Select Revolver by Nahir. Nahir has made a handful of weapons in the Select series, like the Heavy Select Shotgun and the Select Rapid MG, but now we have this revolver, and this thing is beefy and cool, and honestly, it just has so many features that make it stand out from the crowd of modded weapons. As soon as I saw this thing, the first thought that popped into my head is how much it looks like the Good Samaritan from Hellboy, and turns out that's entirely what this weapon was based on, yet it looks very lore-friendly, like it actually fits in Fallout, which is something you know I love. I like to mix my Halo weapons with Fallout. This is the same thing. It's Hellboy and Fallout mashed together in a nice lore-friendly package. It's so cool. Not to mention, this thing has a ton of customization over at the weapons workbench, including the ability to mix and match a bunch of different colors so you can make this weapon look exactly how you want. It also has some really insane custom animations. Something I really appreciate is how big this pistol is. It actually makes a pretty usable pistol for power armor. A lot of weapons look a little bit too small in the power armor frame, but this weapon looks perfect. It almost looks like a revolver that was made for power armor, which is really unique and very different from mods that we typically use. It is definitely far more appropriate to refer to this revolver as a proper hand cannon. We throw that term around a lot referring to revolvers, but this one truly fits that bill. Now, if you want to get your hands on this weapon, you're going to head over to a dilapidated house between Hyde Park and Jamaica Plain. And much like other weapons from the Select series, there will be a custom animation that plays when you pick it up. I'll go ahead and let that play for you now. Now, once this weapon has been obtained by your character, there are some other ways to actually get it. With other Select weapons, typically you pick it up for the first time and then it is added to the leveled list, but this is a very unique revolver, and I don't think it's one that would be scattered around the wasteland. So instead, once you pick it up, you can actually craft it for yourself at the chemistry station. So if you do want more, you now have one to copy off of, so you can make some for your settlers or for your companions. But additionally, it will be added to one very specific leveled list, and that is the Legendary pool. So you will be able to find legendary versions of the Select Revolver, but you will not find any regular Select Revolvers in the hands of your enemies. So pretty interesting. I like the fact that this is a very rare weapon, as it is very unique, and it's not something I would like to see a ton of running around in the wasteland. Now, really quick before we get into the in-depth review, I just want to say, Nahir is incredibly talented. This weapon is amazing, not only all of the parts, but the animations. The animations are what are truly incredible. And if you didn't know, Nahir actually has a YouTube channel where he makes some really cool stuff, including trailers for these weapons and little showcases that are all fully animated. I don't know how he has the time to do this, and the quality is just top notch, so I'm actually going to link a video of their showcase down below because I think it's really incredible and I think it needs way more promotion. So go check it out. It is really awesome. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and get back to the review. Now then, let's go ahead and get started with the stats. This thing has a base damage of 65 and is chambered in 50 caliber. That being said, I don't think that's actually the intended caliber of this weapon. I think it's supposed to be much larger, but rather than adding in a new ammo type, it is just going to be 50 for in-game purposes. There's a fire rate of 6 as it is a revolver, a range of 119, an accuracy of 60, a weight of 6.5 pounds, and a value of 46 caps. And just look at this thing. A very beefy revolver. This thing looks absolutely insane, and I just love it. Now, definitely one of the biggest draws of this mod is going to be those custom animations. Let's go ahead and get started with unequipping. Equipping. You do have a custom melee, as well as a custom grenade throw. And then, of course, firing and reloading, which do have their own custom sounds. And all of these animations are made for third person as well. Absolutely incredible stuff. Now let's talk attachments, as there are a good bit for this revolver. Something we don't see on revolver mods is a lot of attachments, but this one, we definitely get it. So, for the receiver, we have our standard allotment of receivers, everything you'd expect from a vanilla weapon, from standard all the way up to advanced, giving you a maximum damage of 113 without perks. For barrels, we have the short light barrel, the standard light barrel, and the long heavy barrel, which looks insane. Look at the size of the barrel on that. Pretty crazy. For the grips, we have the standard grip, the light grip, the tactical grip, and the tactical light grip. For the iron sights, we have, well, the iron sights. We have a reflex sight dot, a short scope, a short recon scope, a medium scope, and a medium recon scope. No long scopes for this one, it's just a revolver, you don't really need to try sniping with it. Then we have the grip color, which allows us to change out the color of the grip itself. We have our standard wood, the blue stained wood, the camo painted wood grip, the camo arctic, and the camo desert. We have a driftwood grip, a fabric grip, a factory finish, an ivory grip, a leather grip light, a light wood grip, a red stained wood grip, and a rubber grip. So lots of customization options for the looks there. Okay, Dak from the future here. I had to re-record this bit because I goofed with some misinformation, and now I have the truth from the author's mouth. So the badge section, as you can see, we have the different badges that you can add to this weapon, like the Brotherhood of Steel logo, Enclave logo, Gunner, Institute, Minutemen, Nuka-Cola, Railroad, Riley's Rangers, and Vault Boy, but they don't actually appear on the weapon. Well, that's only in the workbench. For whatever reason, they don't want to appear in here, but if we throw one on, like, say, the Brotherhood of Steel logo, and then we actually check this thing out in-game, it will appear correctly. I don't know what the dealio is with the workbench, but if we zoom in, there it is. You see there's a little Brotherhood of Steel logo right there, just like it's supposed to be. Yeah, I had to edit this one in afterwards. Back to the rest of the attachments. Now then, we do have accent metals, so you can change out the color of specific metal parts. So we have our standard accents, the bronze accents, the copper, the factory finish, the gold, the gunmetal, and steel. Gold definitely looks very cool. As you can see, it hits all of the small metal pieces to have a nice contrast with the base metal. That being said, we can change out the base metal as well. We have standard metals, blue anodized metal, bronze, copper, factory finish, gold, green anodized, gunmetal, and steel. Pretty cool stuff. A very highly customizable revolver. Alright, and then no weapon review is complete on this channel without a damage test. Let's see what this massive revolver can do to these Deathclaws. On the left, we will be testing it out with no attachments and no perks, just to see the raw stats of the weapon perform. And on the right, we will have a fully upgraded receiver. And possibly at the end, we may tag on a version with the fully upgraded pistol perk. We'll see how well it performs on its own. So, starting with the Deathclaw, on the left we have our standard version of the Select Revolver. The thing that's really going to hinder us is definitely the cylinder capacity, since we can only have 4 bullets at a time before we reload. But let's see how it performs anyways. Not too shabby, 4 shots in and we're already halfway through the Deathclaw's health. Let's see if we can finish it off. And perfect. So, only needing to reload once, you can take down a Deathclaw with a basic version of this thing. Let's see how it does fully upgraded. As to be expected, a fully upgraded version takes it down in exactly 4 shots, meaning that with full pistol perks, you should be able to bring it down in about 2 well-aimed shots. Pretty crazy damage, but to be expected from a heavy revolver like this. So yeah guys, that is the Select Revolver by Nahir. An absolutely incredible revolver mod, one that is going to quickly become a staple in my load order. This thing is awesome and makes for a perfect end game revolver, something you don't see too often. Very, very cool stuff. If you want to try this mod out for yourself, and I highly recommend that you do, it will be linked down in the description below as always, and it's available for not only PC but Xbox users as well. And again, I highly recommend you go and check out Nahir's showcase video, and just go check out Nahir's channel in general, where you can see updates on their upcoming mods and some really cool showcases that include a ton of really interesting mocap work and custom animations, which is just incredible. Very high effort stuff over there. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a rating, subscribe if you haven't already for more videos just like this. Big shout out to my patrons as always. You can check that out down in the description below if you're interested, though it is completely optional. And with that, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace!